Hi third graders, welcome back to another social studies video. Now I know a lot of you came and to turn in your social studies packet, but yesterday I asked you to rip off some of the pages so that you could keep them. So I want you to grab those pages and we are going to work on page 14. So if you need to pause the video so you can do that, go ahead. All right, in today's video, we are going to continue to talk about our natural resources. And yesterday we looked at a bunch of different pictures and talked about how we use the natural characteristics in our state as a resource, which means we use them for a purpose. So if we look at page 14, you see a chart, and on that chart is a blank for the natural resource. Where this resource is found is around and throughout Michigan. And then how is it used? Now this resource is used for shipping, recreation, that means having fun with it, drinking, fishing, and generating power. Those are all used with water. So you are going to write water as your natural resource, okay? All right, now I want you to take some time thinking about the natural resources we've talked about and see if you can figure out what the next one is. So what resource do we get shade from? Do we get our paper from? Do we get lumber to build things like houses and doors and desks and make other types of furniture? What natural characteristic, things we find in nature, helps us with these things? What do you think? All right, some of you might be saying trees, some of you might be saying forests. Either of those would work. So I'm just going to write trees, but if you put a forest, that works as well. All right, let's try the next one. What natural characteristic do we use for farming and to grow things like trees, which can make orchards and forests? All right, so that is going to be land. We use our land, we use our ground for that. The other two might be a little more confusing because we haven't talked about that as much. Sorry, I'm just gonna quick go through. Oh, let me go back. So it's not just the land. Underneath it, we're gonna call it fertile soil. Soil, we've learned in science, is a scientific name for dirt. Fertile means things can grow in that dirt. Not all dirt is good for growing. We have to make sure it's fertile and can grow really well. Okay, the next part is construction and manufacturing. For this, we really are looking at what we call minerals. The big minerals we'll learn more about in Michigan is copper and iron. Those are minerals that are found a lot in Michigan, or at least they were before we mined them out of Michigan. And the final thing is what natural resource do we use as fuel for heating and also fuel for transportation? So for these things, we use the natural resource gas, I'm gonna put a plus sign for and oil. A lot of people look at gas and oil and think that they are not found in nature, but actually those two things are found in nature. We get them underground. So again, this really is where, sorry, let me zoom back. So these are the big natural characteristics in Michigan: water, trees or forests, land with fertile soil, minerals like copper and iron, and gas and oil. Not only are they found in nature, but we as humans use them to make our lives better and easier. Without these things, our lives would be very, very hard. Okay, so a nice short social studies video for you. Make sure you get these filled in, okay? And then we will finish this and get ready for our social studies test, which will most likely be next week. All right, bye.